this everyday golfer is still searching for a driver and is now wanting to try the latest Taylormade on the market. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to the Everyday Golfer. We're out here at Brnr Golf Club with one of our everyday golfers. Dave is out here with the Mini Driver. Looks nice, doesn't it? With the new Brnr Mini Driver, we have to say. So first of all, Dave, good looks.
It looks lovely. It reminds me of the old Brnr that a lot of people had. Yeah, it does look lovely.
Very nice.
Big question would be though, I mean, it's a little head cover that you get, but would it fit into the Leeds head cover?
That's what Dave wants to know. He likes this head cover, but he wants to know if he's going to use the championship side Leeds head cover. So, take us away, Dave. We're going to play a couple of holes here. We're going to hit a couple of drives with the Mini Driver and with Dave's normal driver, the vintage M1, and see how they perform.
Oh, I tell you what, that's nice. A bit off balance, Chris, but...
Standard procedure, that's what everyone has come to expect,
Oh,
Dave.
look at that.
Running down there and in the fairway, so Dave's going to grab another ball and his M1 and we're going to see how they compare. Oh, very similar flights, very similar shots. Be interesting to see the distance. Looks like the M1 might have just crept past it.
Yeah, but not by a lot, if I'm honest.
Let's get down there. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video last week talking links golf. We got a lot of good comments saying about getting Frankie out here as well on the links. Dave's going to be playing a 3-hole challenge here today as well, seeing again into the breeze, downwind with a crosswind. How does he play shots? How does he get on? But talking Mini Driver now, latest Taylormade driver on the market, but we know with the Mini Driver, we've tried it with Dave before. I've certainly used it a lot. A little bit shorter. Obviously not going to potentially go as far, but Dave might find the face a little bit more often, or the centre of the face even a little bit more often, not just the face. But big things here are, Dave's found the fairway with the Mini Driver. The M1 is a little bit further, but it is in the rough.
Only about 10 yards, if I'm honest though, Chris.
Yeah, only 10 yards, 2 inches, or we'll have a look on the next tee how long it is in comparison. But from a fairway, is it going to be easy for Dave to score and get a par on here on the par 4 here at Brnr Golf Club? Or will he still be able to get a good strike out of the wet, thick rough? Got to think which one's going to be more beneficial for Dave. We know Dave's still searching for a driver, so how far have we got, Dave?
186.
186, downwind here. A back flag, as we can see, so we want something for Dave that's going to be running up there. So Club Dave, under his new head covers, everybody. Dave was so happy, he did send it me on text the other day. Right.
For rescue, I think.
For rescue. So
might be a bit big, but we'll chance it.
Yeah, we know it's running here. It's the course is in fantastic condition, but I don't think that 4 hybrid will be getting through that lie over there, around about 8 yards closer. And that is a great shot, Dave. Straight at it. The question is, will it go too far?
No, pin
Zoom
mate.
in. No, Dave, it's gone pretty close, as the fans can now see.
No,
so great shot, but that's what we can do off the fairway. Be very interesting out of this rough, what kind of strike we can get. And that's maybe the difference with this driver potentially for Dave and for you. It's certainly something worth trying. Okay, so how much further did it go, Dave? So we had 186 in from the Mini Driver.
Just under 180, Chris.
So just under 180, 179 then. So would that change your club, Dave?
Yeah, I'll go with the
5 hybrid.
The old 5 hybrid.
The old trusty Brnr. It's also a Brnr.
Also a Brnr.
So here we've got, it's sat pretty nice actually. So we're going to let Dave hit this shot because there is some people just on the tee who we'll let through on the next. So it's down a club because it is that little bit closer, which we know can help you hit it better. But we're in the rough.
Pulled it slightly, Chris.
Strike, and that's a little bit of a pull. It did snag a little bit there in the rough towards the bunker. Be interesting, can he get up and down?
Tell you what though,
so fantastic shot there to 6 feet for Dave. But second ball, Dave, what's it looking like?
It's not looking great. I've managed to short side myself uphill in some semi-rough, Chris, but other than that, it's perfect.
A little bit of wispy stuff, and again, it's short-sided, So Dave's left himself a tricky shot here in the rough. What we can say is it is pin high, so we did get the distance still out of the rough. It was a bit of a pull, as we know, so it did snag a little bit. Dave said it was a little bit of pile of terror,
Yeah.
which, as we know, it always is in golf in general. But if it was in the fairway, it might have been easier to have a little bit more confidence. He might be able to swing a bit more freely, and that's what's happened from the Mini Driver. But can he get up and down? That's what can happen in the rough there. It's a prime example of trying to play that cute because you don't want to go over the green. So Dave's got another shot down there. It's not looking good for the M1.
The worst thing you can do is to leave it short.
It is, Dave. And where are you?
Short.
So we've got low cam now for you to see Dave's flight here. What club have you got, Dave?
Pick the sand wedge, Chris.
Sandwich, yeah. So Dave wants to get a little bit loft. It's on an upslope. Wants to hit down into this poppy tub. Just get a shot on this hole. And he might need to use it.
That's not too bad. It's a bit
It's
dewy
gone to
down
8
there.
feet. You'd take it.
Yeah.
So not a bad shot there from Dave from that kind of lie. It'd have been better if it was the first chip, not the second, Dave. But we
Tell me
can't get
about it,
everything,
Chris.
can we? So right to left here, outside of the right. Plenty of turn on these putts here. Again, links golf. Don't normally have as much slope on them.
Ooh.
Oh, just didn't have the legs. So a 6 for 5 for 1 point if we're playing Stableford. But now we have got the chance for a 3 for 2 for 4. So is that what a fairway can do for you? Is that the benefit of a Mini Driver? Dave didn't want to hold that. He only holds them off camera for birdies. Solid
Take a
4.
4, Chris. We'll take a 4.
So we can see straight away the difference in size of heads. We know that the Mini Driver is designed to be smaller as Dave comes in, but the main thing we can see for speed is look at the difference in that shaft length. So 2 inches, 2.5 inches shorter, that's going to not create as much speed, and as a result maybe not go as far. A little bit of information now about this new burner. So it was designed on the 90s version, so it's a bit of a retro one. You can see this is set at 13.5 degrees. We can change that. We can go 2 degrees lower, 2 degrees higher. But the main difference from the previous Mini Driver is these weights at the back. So we've got this set with a heavyweight back and the lightweight forwards to get Dave a little bit more trajectory. You can switch that round to get a piercing ball flight. Forgiveness and adjustability, a combination of carbon, fibre, titanium and steel creates the foundation of this driver. Gives you that good feel and sound and mainly performance, which is what we want to see from this club, and you'll see that on screen. Precise turf interaction, so it is designed to help you be able to use this off the fairways. The K-sole design helps the club slide smoothly through the turf, reducing resistance and promoting a consistent strike. So it's not something that everybody will use off the ground, off the fairway. Dave more than likely will not. We might hit one here on this hole. But we've got the twist face technology, we've got the through slot speed pocket and the adjustability of 4 degrees. So very similar to the drivers that are on the market. So a lot of information there about this. You can find that on the Taylormade website. But I have to say it is a fantastic looking driver. So over to Dave. Let's see how we can do this. So it's something that could be used for everyone. You could be having this replacing your driver, get it into those low spin settings, get it going a long way, but you can also have this to launch a little bit higher. It might be a replacement of your 3-wood, a little bit bigger than your 3-wood. We can loft it all the way up to 15.5 degrees, which would be a little bit weaker than your standard 3-wood. And that is a fantastic shot, Dave.
Might be a purchase, Chris.
Just holding the right side of the fairway. Just ran off. Right, let's switch over to the M1. That certainly felt solid, Dave.
It felt wonderful.
Out of the middle.
Yeah.
The elusive middle.
Which is unusual.
The elusive middle for Dave. So, up with the M1 now. And we can see we've hit one fairway with it. We was only around about 7 yards behind Dave's drive. That is a very good drive there out of the middle of the burner. So it'll be very interesting to see how this compares. Unfortunately, we haven't got the numbers, but comment below if you want to see those in coming weeks, how it compares to the other Mini Driver. It's a lower one, so a lower trajectory. We know this is set lower, snagging up in the rough, but I think that could actually be the reverse and be a little bit shorter.
Yes, I agree.
Right, so we've got to Dave's M1 drive, so we can see that in the rough, not a bad lie, Dave's gone 3 wood, but we can see quite a way forwards is the Mini Driver over there. So a great drive from the Mini Driver. We've got 220 yards from here, so Dave's gone 3 wood. It's going to be all of it and some more.
I don't think I'll get there with this, Chris, but I'm hoping I'll leave myself a reasonably easy pitch or chip.
Yeah, a tough par 4 here, so it isn't the easiest of holes. That's a great shot up there. You've certainly given it the a good go. So
see, that's not bad, I'll take that.
Chasing up there, middle of the fairway, but we can see links golf, wind is a big factor, and then the greens are often protected by a couple of bunkers, which we want to try and avoid. So Dave's got 200 from here, so 20 yards past that, so very interesting, a centred strike. It wasn't that much of a miss hit with the M1, but it certainly ran out there. Dave's down to a 4 hybrid now. Still going to take all of it. It's going to come down to pitching, as it always does with a MID Handicap golfer. And that again, nicely out of the rough, chasing up there. And as we can see, extremely social, because those two are right next to each other. So, 2 very similar shots. First ball is the Brnr Mini Driver ball, so let's see what we've got.
But that's not the fault of the Brnr, is it?
It's not the fault of the Brnr, no. It was a good drive, but just a hole that's a little bit too long for Dave to reach into. Both in the rough, can't get a perfect strike, but what's it left us, Dave?
54.
54, so a little bit of green to work with. So we don't need to go too aerial here. Links golf, we know we can run a lot of shots in, so what are you going to go, Dave?
I'm going to go pitching wedge and try and drop it just before the green, Chris.
Perfect, pitching wedge just short, let it run up. I'm going to go up there and show us from a greenside view. So let's get the greenside view for Dave. We've got the lighthouse in the background. So with links golf, we know that you have to be a little bit more versatile, so comment below, do you want to see both handicap golfers on the channel get out and show you the different shots they would play? So fantastic shot for Dave there. Just landed on the green, so a little bit longer than he thought.
Yeah.
He got 50 yards, he's going to play the same shot.
That travelled more than I wanted it to, if I'm honest.
That's a nice one, landed
I
just
like
where he wanted it to. The benefit of playing 2 golf balls there, but a good shot, nice flight, exactly what he wanted. So we've got 2 testers here from 2 reasonable drives. But what a great option a Mini Driver could be. If you can get and test it, I would strongly recommend it, as it might be the club for you, like it might be the club for this everyday golfer. So Dave's just referring to tour average there. He is inside with the second ball, just outside with the first. But for his handicap level, that's good, and it shows you how important short game is. Even on your links course, you're playing off good lies. We need to get the right trajectory, pick the right shot to give yourself a chance to putt. If you can't reach a par 4, which in some cases a lot of people can't, can we make sure we can chip close and give ourselves a chance? And often we've got a shot. It's a great ball from Dave. He can make it. There we go. Right, can he do it 2 for 2? That's the big question. Just hold the long one again, which would be better than tour average from there. So around about 12-13 feet. We're going to be saying that's at least 1 in 4 on tour average. Not for Dave. 2 for 2. He's here all week. So guys, that was the Mini Driver. That was a driver that we're going to get some numbers with Dave and show you how it compares. But
might be buying, Chris.
I doubt it, Dave.
So do I.
You have to spend some money. We're going to move on, and we'll see you again next week.